Hello, I'm Elton Robinson with your April 13th grain and oilseed update. Corn planting for the 2018 season has begun with only 2% of the crop now in the ground. 58% of the Texas corn crop is now planted. In Louisiana, producers have planted 15% of their intended grain sorghum acreage and 76% of their intended rice acres. The following weekly export summary is based on reports from exporters for the period March 30th through April 5th. Wheat exports of 436,400 metric tons were up 2% from the previous week and 12% from the prior 4-week average. The primary destinations were to Indonesia, China, the Philippines, Vietnam, and Mexico. Corn exports of 1.92 million metric tons was a marketing year high, up 51% from the previous week and 41% from the prior 4-week average. Destinations were primarily to Japan, Mexico, Vietnam, Saudi Arabia, and Colombia. Grain sorghum exports of 197,000 metric tons were up 14% from the previous week, but down 4% from the prior 4-week average. The destinations were China and Japan. Rice exports of 102,500 metric tons were up 34% from the previous week and 78% from the average. The destinations were Japan, Colombia, Haiti, Honduras, and Guatemala. Soybean exports of 419,700 metric tons was a marketing year low, down 28% from the previous week and 40% from the prior 4-week average. The destinations were primarily to China, Egypt, Japan, Germany, and Mexico. Soybean meal exports of 297,400 metric tons were up 56% from the previous week and 33% from the average. The primary destinations were Colombia, the Philippines, Ecuador, Morocco, and Mexico. Soybean oil exports of 2,900 metric tons were down 85% from the previous week and 86% from the prior 4-week average. Primary destination was Mexico. Beef exports of 15,100 metric tons were down 3% from the previous week and 4% from the prior 4-week average. Primary destinations Japan, South Korea, Mexico, Hong Kong, and Canada. Pork exports of 22,900 metric tons were up 14% from the previous week, but were down 2% from the average. Primary destinations Mexico, South Korea, Japan, and Canada. According to USDA supply and demand estimates released April 10th, projected 2017-18 U.S. wheat ending stocks were raised this month by 30 million bushels to a little over 1 million on lower feed and residual use. The report also showed record U.S. corn stocks on March 1st, which are expected to continue displacing wheat for feed use for the remainder of 2017-18, according to USDA. Also, according to the agency, 2017-18 rice ending stocks were raised 4.1 million hundredweight to 33.3 million, mostly on decreased exports. Global rice production was raised 1.2 million tons to a new record, led by 300,000 ton increases each for Brazil, Burma, Pakistan, and the Philippines. Soybean ending stocks are projected at 550 million bushels, down 5 million. Soybean oil changes include increased production, exports, and ending stocks. Soybean oil used for biodiesel was reduced this month, reflecting lower than expected use through the first 4 months of the marketing year. Well, that is it for this week's report. I'm Elton Robinson. See you next time.